we really join with the recommendation of Park Moms. We would recommend voting against the amendment because we feel, well, we agree with what Park Moms has said. We feel that the name, the GWAPP name, historically is connected with a group consensus, of member groups, and we would be very much in favor of continuing it as a membership group because we really feel that GWAPP has done very good things. Or if GWAPP feels that it no longer wants to be a membership organization, then we think that you really have to give up the name, and maybe it's something similar, but it shouldn't be the same name. And so we would go either way, you know, keep it a membership or change the name, dissolve it if we can all live with that, and then go on to whatever it is you're going to be. But I will mention that if we all vote yes tonight, just remember that any questions we have about what are you going to do afterwards is really, I think, moot and irrelevant because the members will no longer have anything to say about what GWAPP does. So that, you know, that's another reason why we feel that if GWAPP is going to not be a membership organization anymore, historically we've all been a part, we've all had something to say, we're all associated with GWAPP as members. We feel better if GWAPP is going to go on without members, that they don't use that name.
Hi, I'm Barbara now, and I'm with 3 organizations. And you know what? I'm going to ask some questions here. The meetings, little by little, have come off. 1, 2, 3. People don't show up. There's 3 people that come. All of the people here tonight are now, or the people that just spoke about the organizations, are saying that we have to be involved. We have to be involved. Well, where have you all been? I mean, I know there are certain people, but where are all the other ones? Where have they been? And these guys have been here trying to keep this thing together for a long time. From the beginning, from TGE and whatever. Now, I was in the beginning, that place was across the street from me, they all came out, we all did all of this stuff and whatever, but where are you? That's what I want to know. People jumping on and off the board, oh, I'm not going to do it because I don't like what you say. Or we have the Greenpoint Watch people who are now watching everybody in this community. I mean, is this a communist organization? You know, look on, I mean, it's crazy. Who are the Watch people? Where are their names?
But when you spoke to the community...
Wait, just a minute. I'm just saying this. I still have time, okay? Listen, the problem is that if these guys don't go on and keep this name, which you're all saying is a wonderful thing, that our name is very important in the community, so what do? They drop the name, and Greenpoint has been out of the loop for years. Let me tell you something. Greenpoint, they don't want to know it's the north side. Well, we're not the north side. We're Greenpoint, okay? I don't know about Williamsburg, whatever they are, but this is Greenpoint. So I want everybody to understand that. So are you all going to stand up, and you're all going to run in, and you're all going to do this, everybody who's 9 million, or are these guys who have been on this board for all of these years, working their asses off, trying to do things in this community with no input, because are you calling them up to say, oh, and I don't know what happens there, but I have a feeling that people call up and say, this is what we want, go onto the board, and they go in front of the board and they say things, right? Isn't that it? Okay. So, can I speak 3 times?
Okay, to review that a little bit.
Can you tell me what organization?
As many people have said, I'm Douglas T. from the People's Firehouse.
Okay, great. Okay,
as many people have said, GWAPP did start as a coalition of different organizations, and as a coalition accomplished some great things. With that being accomplished, GWAPP continued to do some things. Now, there are, when you're mentioning, where were these other organizations? These other organizations were doing what they do. They came together with GWAPP to fight the power plant. Now, when anybody hears about GWAPP, they think, oh yes, this coalition of all the neighborhood groups. And they end up with this cachet here that they can do that. People's Firehouse can't do that on its own and say we represent all the neighborhood, all the different groups. They can't do that. None of these other groups can. If you want to change and become a group like People's Firehouse, like NEB, like any of these other groups who do things to help the community, Well, start with that. You know, change the name, change your thing. We all do that. You know, but nobody, when People's Firehouse comes, we don't represent, you know, we don't claim that, you know, that we are a part of all of these organizations. We do what we do as People's Firehouse, and we, you know, help the community. And when GWAPP, you know, was formed with that power plant, we did an awful lot for that too. We're in on that. But, you know, you're doing things individually like the other organizations do. So be an individual organization.
I have a question. If this passes, do you have a new mission statement that makes clear that you are no longer a membership organization?
New bylaws, yeah. Not a mission statement, but bylaws.
Okay. So you would not be applying for monies or interacting with city agencies with some sort of, it would be understood that you were a board operated organization.
I really am listening and
Speak up, Christine.
and I am listening to everybody, and I probably am the person that is the one who actually came and made sure that this organization exists. I remember at first when I met with Marie Chambers, both of us, and on behalf of Green Papa, we had found out about the first plant to be built. We went in and we asked people to come in into the living rooms, and then went on and had to call people to get together. I had the meeting, I had a full bag full of people, and it went on. Then Transcat came and all the other things have changed. There are no, you don't need a meeting and you don't need everyone else. We haven't operated, as you're always saying, let's have this and let's have this membership organizations. Yet, as far as everybody is saying, you have to do it. When have we called you last and asked you in your opinion, which was wrong? And we can't, and we are a volunteer board, and we can't do that. And that's the point that we are making here. It's not that we are getting out of it or making this, you know, something special, different. We are trying to become an organization that every other organization is. Whether it is you from the firehouse, whether it is NAC, whether it's the Barge Park Pals, whether it's the Indian Street Association, you are all having boards, and you are board organizations. You are not membership organizations. And you know that we haven't, how many times have we had complaints about people saying that we are not acting as a membership organizations? Yet, when we are trying to come and say to you, let's build an organization that's going to get this into the future,
No, you're right, Chris.
you are all saying no.